Hey, what's up everybody? It's Christian with Reaper Disc, and today I want to talk about my personal favorite fairway driver, the Innova Teebird 3. The Teebird 3 is a slightly faster, flatter, and a little less glidey version of Innova's premier fairway driver, the Teebird. Being a little bit faster and a little less glide, it is slightly more accurate and dependable than the traditional Teebird, while being a little more torque resistant and able to fight the wind a little bit better. This is probably my favorite fairway driver of any manufacturer, any mold, it doesn't matter. The Teebird 3 is what I personally have always come back to. And it's a disc that I've come to rely on and lean on very heavily and trust with all of my fairway driver needs. When thrown on a hyzer, it did have a very slow, slight flip to flat when thrown hard. And it did fly straight with a very dependable fade right at the very end of the flight. It, was very predictable and didn't really do anything too crazy. It had that nice little flip up, flew pretty straight, and then had a nice little gentle fade. When thrown flat, it got a little bit of turn, but got back to flat and pushed forward for the entire flight before fading again very gently at the very end as it slowed down. When thrown on an anhyzer, it held the anhyzer angle for a majority of the flight before getting back to flat. After it got back to flat, it continued to coast from left to right while pushing forward down the fairway before having a nice subtle little swing back to a slight hyzer finish. When thrown full power or closer to full power, the Teebird 3 was able to get up and out of the initial hyzer angle and flew flat and dead straight, getting a little bit of late turn while just pushing down the fairway. This thing really ate up a lot of distance and is something that I find I go to whenever I don't need, a distance or a control driver, but still need to get out for further than, 350, 370 feet. Ultimately, I do think that the Teebird 3 is one of the best fairway drivers in the entire game of disc golf. There isn't much that it can't do, and it is incredibly versatile the more you beat it in, or if you get it in different plastic blends. Whenever you get a Halo Teebird 3 fresh out of the box, it's nice and overstable, very wind resistant and torque resistant, and has a dependable flight every single time. The more you season one in, the more you can start getting this thing to do all sorts of different things, from being able to be a nice flip-up driver to even a slightly understable turnover driver, and be able to control it and really carve up some pretty tight fairways. So what do you guys think about the Teebird 3? Do you like it as much as I do? If so, leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. If you want a Teebird 3 for yourself, you can choose from a wide array of them at reaperdisc.com. Just click the link in the description of this video to get taken over to the website. Subscribe to the channel, that way you can stay up to date with all of the new content we're putting out. Like us on social media at Reaper Disc so you can keep up with all of the restocks and new releases. Again, I'm Christian with Reaper Disc, and I'll see you guys in the next video.